Hi, this is Mr. Carroll, and today in this training, I'm going to show you all about the Chrome extensions, apps, how to use your camera, how to use images from your camera, and talk to you about a program that runs in the background called Securely. Now, when we say an extension, we mean an extension of the Chrome browser, and those reside up here. And so you'll see that that the ones that have the color on them, those are the ones that are active. This is one that's called Hapara, and Hapara is something that the teachers use. This is Ad Block Plus. This blocks all the ads. This is for language, the Google input tools. And this one I'm using currently is called Screencastify, which you might use in your classes to do recordings like this to show understanding of topics. Your apps are down here. And so when you click on this little search icon here, you can click on apps. And what you can see is that you can see all the different apps that are associated with the Chromebook. Some apps you're going to use all the time, and you're going to want to pin those apps to the shelf, and I'll show you what that means. So let's say this is an app right here. It'll be another tutorial on, it's called Google Keep. And so you're going to want to pin this, and I'll show you how to do that. So you're going to right click is you take your two fingers and you spread them apart, and you tap them down, and that'll give you a right click, and you'll say pin to shelf. So we'll do that. So now that appears down here in this area called the shelf. We're going to do the same thing with the files, because when you download files, you download images, they're going to go into your downloads file. There is a small hard drive on this Chromebook, and so you have some space to use. So again, right click, and we'll put these and pin them to the shelf. The camera you might be using to take pictures for projects and other school-related items, and you're going to do a right click, and you're going to pin to the shelf that way. So let's use our camera, and then we'll use our files from that. So to use the camera, we pin it to the shelf. We're going to click on it. It's going to open up. It's going to show the camera. There I am. Hello. And we'll take a picture. There we are. Wonderful. So you see this area right down here. This is called the gallery. So we're going to click on this, and this is going to show us all the images that we have taken. I've taken a few of the same ones. That sounds great. Looks great. So, but these aren't saved to our computer just yet so that we can use. So I'm going to click on one, and I'm going to click on this button that says Save to Disk. Now, when I do this, it is going to download the picture onto my downloads area, and it is going to be, and I will be able to use it for later. I'm going to come back to this. Later because I'll just come back and show. But while I do that, I'll show you a couple other things. I want to talk to you about a program that runs in the back called Securely. When you get your Chromebooks, I'm sure you've heard about this. And this is just to reinforce that when you are using your search, so you can search either up here. Let's say I want to search for a rainforest. Hey, look, okay, I'm doing a report about the rainforest. I can find all kinds of information on it and research. All of your searches are recorded, all of them. They never go away. We can see them and have access to them constantly. So we have this program to make sure that you are in fact using your Chromebook for schools and school-related purposes only. Now, sometimes teachers will come to Mr. Hager and say, I think my student was off task during class. Is there any way we can see what they were using, what they were doing in class? The answer is yes. Parents will come to Mr. Hager and say, my student was, I believe, being off task on their Chromebook. Is there any way I can see what they were doing at a specific time? Yes, everything is time-stamped, nothing goes away, and that is important for you to know. So that all searches that you put in the search bar do not go away. Now let's go back down to our files area and see if our image is there. It is not there yet. Let's try this again. So we're going to come to our camera. Here we are. We're going to download this picture. And for some reason, it is not downloading properly for me. But that is where it should go and download. It says nothing to see here. That's not true. Anyway, this will work. Trust me. And when you download it, then you will have access to insert that picture into into your documents. The way you would do that, you would come up here and say, go to Insert, go to Image, and then it's going to be something, you're going to choose an image to upload. So you would click on here. This would be in your downloads area, and you would be able to insert the picture that you wanted on there. So that's some information to help you, to get you going on how to use your extension apps, camera, files, and talking about securely. Thanks very much.